Hey guys, what is going on? This is CardinalBird5, and today I have something a little different. This is going to be a tutorial and a tip video on how to approach and hit Chapman. Now it's going to be from the right hand side and the left hand side. So we're in batting practice right now. We're going to start with Miguel Cabrera, right-handed batter. I'm going to give you guys a few pointers. They're really different, depending on what side of the plate you're on. But we're going to start with the right side. The first tip, though, I'm going to give you guys is how to pick up the ball from Chapman. The ball can kind of jump on you at once. I know everybody does it a little bit different in picking up the ball. Like sometimes I know people will look at the logo on the cap, pick it up. Some people will just try to look at the release point and just keep their eyes focused on that spot. But what I like to do for Chapman is I like to see the ball the entire time. As soon as he brings the ball out of his glove and reaches back and fires it, I just like to watch it the entire time. Get in the habit of doing that. Keep your eyes steady on the pitch when it's coming in. That way, I feel like if you're just looking at the release point, the ball kind of jumps on you because of his delivery and how he does release it kind of late. And I don't want to focus on the logo of the cap because you have to do a quick transfer, and you don't want to be moving your eyes too much when Chapman is throwing 100 miles an hour in on you and he's releasing it late. So those are my tips there. Watch the ball the entire time, out of his glove, and when he releases it. Now let's start talking about an approach. So if you play online a lot, everybody uses Chapman a little bit different. But from the games I played, I've noticed a few trends. A lot of people don't like to start off with fastballs. Now it depends on your rating. If you just can't hit the fastball all game and somebody brings a Chapman, expect to get the fastball. You got to show them you can hit the fastball. I mean, that's my first tip there. Take away the fastball, like right there. You got to be able to hit the fastball, guys. Look for it early in the count. Take it away. If you're hitting the fastball well throughout the game and you're a top player in this championship series or whatever, I can almost guarantee you guys see a lot of changeups down, down and in, especially. So I guess that's my tip to you guys. Once you take away that fastball, start looking for either the changeup down and in. Look for it to hang a little bit. Also look for the slider. The slider is a little bit easier to pick up since it will start away, and you'll have a little bit more time to react to it. The changeup's going to look a lot like a fastball, guys, and you really are not going to be able to do much unless you're just looking changeup. So tip, take away the fastball, start to look for that changeup and inside slider. If the slider is starting about middle or middle in, don't swing because it's going to jam you or you're going to miss. But yeah, once you take away that fastball, start setting on that changeup. And finally, guys, you just got to be patient against Chapman. It is very difficult to control him. I would focus more middle in on the plate until you get 2 strikes, and then you can go oppo. I like to pitch a little bit different with Chapman. I don't like to challenge people up and in because there's no other pitch really to offset that besides maybe a high changeup, and that can be kind of risky. I like to start things up and away, and then bring a slider middle in. So a lot of people don't pitch like that. A lot of people just throw either low fastballs, low and in, middle in fastballs, or the low changeup, or even the slider down and in. So yeah, look for those pitches, and it shouldn't be too bad to hit him. I don't think he's too bad to hit. His per-9s are amazing, but I think we've seen him a lot at this point. But I do notice quite a few people struggle pretty heavily against Chapman, and I still use him to this day. I used him a lot last year. He's a great pitcher. But yeah, this is more of a video where I'm just going to kind of give you guys the tips. It's going to kind of be hard to show you guys every single thing. You guys kind of just have to watch me live stream because I nearly face Chapman every single game. And so far, this approach has worked really well for me. So yeah, next we're going to move on to an approach for left-handed batters. So stay tuned for that. Alright guys, we are back in batting practice. We have Bryce Harper versus Chapman now. Now I'm going to give you guys some pointers and an approach to use when you have lefty on lefty, especially, or specifically I guess against Chapman, since that's what this video is about. Make sure you guys watch my last tutorial on lefty on lefty. This will apply to this video quite a bit. But we are using Harper, who hits lefties pretty well. But I'm going to give you guys a few different tips and pointers when it's lefty on lefty against Chapman. Now, I didn't talk too much about the PCI placement when you have a right-handed batter versus Chapman. I think that's all preference. However, you guys, get the fastballs better, do that. But against Chapman lefty on lefty, again, go back to my lefty on lefty tutorial video. I like to start the PCI middle in, or not middle in. I like to start it all the way middle in. Push it all the way over, with the left stick, and I like to take away that fastball and look fastball early in the count. Got one right there. Now, if you show your opponent you can hit that, you're going to get a lot of sliders, and if you're showing them you hit the fastball a lot throughout the game, like that right there, I don't know if that'll go, but if you're able to hit a pitch like that, even though it might not go out, or if it's a foul ball, you tell your opponent you can hit 101 mile an hour fastball middle, and they're not going to throw you that pitch anymore. Trust me, they're going to throw you that, or they're going to throw you sliders away. So take away that fastball, guys. That's the most important tip, lefty on lefty. So start middle in like this, and then react. I like to start all the way middle in. For whatever reason, I feel like I get better sensitivity on the inside pitches. Now we know this pitch is going to be away. Just react. It's still tough to square it up. That's just something you guys have to work on. So now, once you start taking away that fastball, we're going to get that slider. Slider away, slider away, slider away. That's what most people are going to throw you lefty on lefty. Most people aren't going to throw you change up down and in or change up away, just because it's a little bit easier to react to, and a lot of people, you're just going to slow their bat down for them, and they're going to be able to catch up and hit it hard, something like that. So, I don't recommend going up there looking to hit sliders away, but what you can do is start to look hanging slider like that. That last pitch, that hanging slider, if you get it, middle or middle low or middle high, you're going to be late on fastballs, but you're just going to have to show your opponent different things there. Look for that pitch to hit. The hanging slider and the inside fastball are really the only pitches you're going to do damage against Chapman when you have a left-handed batter. The slider away, even if you hit it, it's still probably going to be a routine fly out. I've hit a few bombs oppo on the slider away. I've hit with some with Edmonds. But keep in mind, guys, your PCI is going to shrink as well when he goes away. And it's just going to be very, very difficult to hit home runs. Hit a fastball away there. And a lot of people aren't even going to throw you that fastball away. Guys, it's mainly going to be fastball in, slider away. So take one of those away, and then make your opponent adjust, and then it becomes a mind game. Just be smart. But I think if you show your opponent you can take away that fastball, or if you can get an early fastball to hit in the count, that's what you want to do, because Chapman's too good of a pitcher to be taking too many pitches. But also, guys, when you're looking middle in, I think it also allows you to lay off the sliders that are away, because they really start out in the middle. I think the only pitch that really gives you trouble when you're starting middle in is that slider, that front door slider. It kind of looks like it's almost going to hit you or be way inside, and then you're just done at that point, because you're looking fastball, you're swinging too early. Yeah, guys, that's my main tip, lefty on lefty, kind of similar to the lefty on lefty video I had. A lot of people aren't going to be throwing changeups lefty on lefty, so take away the fastball and then look for hanging sliders and start your PCI middle in like that. And that's going to wrap up the video, guys. Actually, I have some highlights I want to show you in game highlights where I had some good hits lefty on lefty, and righty versus Chapman as well. And I'll kind of talk about that a little bit. But if you guys want to see me face Chapman live, get a better approach, always go to twitch.tv/Carnover5. I know Chapman is definitely a tough pitcher. Let me know if this helped. I know this is more of a audio tutorial more so than a visual demonstration, but I hope it did help. Let me know, guys, if you enjoyed the video. Alright, guys, so I have some in-game footage for you guys. Now, this is Jim Edmonds versus Chapman. Now, keep in mind, I like to start my PCI all the way middle in right here, because I feel like it just gives me the best flexibility to move the PCI up and down and look for something fat middle in. And right there, he throws it right in the PCI, and Edmonds jumps all over. That's the type of pitches you guys want to look for to drive. You don't want to look for those sliders away early in the count. Take away that fastball, and then you'll start to get sliders. Now, against righties, as I was saying, now this first pitch, he throws me a slider down and in, but he slightly misses. But I recognize he's trying to pick up that pattern. So I'm either looking change up down and in or slider down and in. I'm looking for one hanging. And this next pitch, the pitch starts off away and breaks, fat middle in, and Matt Holliday crushes it. So just some basic pointers, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.